This was Ethan, just an ordinary young man living an ordinary life. Behind closed doors, life was not so simple. Bills were piling up, and hope was slowly running out. Every message reminded him of what he didn't have: money, stability, security, and time was running out. That's when an unexpected opportunity appeared. A man he barely knew offered him a way out. It sounded easy, too easy. All Ethan had to do was stay quiet. No questions, no involvement, just take the money and walk away. That night, the offer echoed in his mind. One decision could end all his problems, but it could also change him forever. He sat alone, fighting a battle no one could see. Is survival more important than honesty? Or is honesty the only thing that truly lasts? For a moment, he imagined a life without stress. Bills paid, problems gone, and doors finally opening. Yet deep inside, something didn't feel right. He remembered the values he grew up with, that real character shows when no one is watching, and that money can never replace a clear conscience. As morning arrived, Ethan felt a strange calm. The confusion slowly turned into clarity. Today, he would make a choice that defined who he was. He searched for answers he was afraid to find. The more he read, the darker the truth became. This was not easy money. This money was tied to something illegal, and now he knew too much. His heart raced as reality sank in. If he refused, there would be consequences. If he accepted, he would lose himself. There was no safe exit anymore. Every path carried a price. The phone rang late that night. No friendly voice answered on the other end. Just a warning, cold and direct. They knew where he lived, and they expected obedience. Fear wrapped around him like a chain. Every sound felt louder than before. Sleep became impossible. His mind replayed every warning. This was no longer just about money. He stared at himself, barely recognizing the man he saw. Pressure crushed his thoughts from every side. Running wouldn't save him. Hiding wouldn't protect him. This was the moment everything could break. The money sat there, silent but powerful. One step closer and his problems would disappear. No more fear, no more struggle, just silence and comfort, but at a cost he could never undo. He saw what greed did to people, how easily morals disappeared under pressure. Everyone justified their choices somehow. Everyone had a reason, and every excuse led to regret. His hands trembled as the moment arrived. There would be no second chance after this. One choice would define his future. One choice would destroy his peace, and one would test his soul. As darkness slowly faded, clarity finally came. Fear still lived inside him, but so did courage. He knew what he had to do, even if it cost him everything. He walked away from the easy path. Every step felt heavier than the last. Danger still waited ahead, but his choice was made. There was no turning back now. He didn't know what would happen next. His voice shook, but he spoke anyway. Every word felt heavier than the last. This was the truth, raw and unprotected, and once spoken, it could not be taken back. Time moved painfully slow. Doubt tried to creep back in. He wondered if honesty had cost him everything. Silence was his only answer. Not every consequence was immediate. Some followed quietly, without warning. Life didn't suddenly become easier, but it became real again. Then came a message he didn't expect. It wasn't a reward, just a chance. And sometimes that is enough. He chose to move forward, not backward. The path was uncertain, but honest. There were no shortcuts this time, only effort and patience. Days passed without drama. Progress came slowly, almost unnoticed, but peace replaced fear, and that mattered more than speed. Not everyone knew his story, but some could sense his integrity. Respect doesn't arrive loudly, it grows quietly. He thought about the choice he almost made, the easy road that promised comfort. For the first time, he felt no regret, only relief. Honesty had demanded everything from him, but it gave something money never could: peace, and a future he could face without fear.